Well, it's probably been about a year since I started on this model kit. Probably even longer than that. Probably a year and a half. I think that's probably how long ago I painted the body on this. I've been meaning to get back into modeling, and it's hard. I'll tell you now. If you used to model as a kid, and now you're coming back into it as an adult, actually, in my case, as a grandfather, that's how long it's been. Kids have grown up and moved out, and I'm looking to return back to some of the things I used to enjoy doing. One of them being model building. Well, it's a hard thing to do. You can tell that from how sporadic this YouTube channel has been. And it isn't that I don't like building models, it's that I get sidetracked. I also have another YouTube channel that I run, the one on knives, and that one takes up more of my time. It's like I'm splitting time between hobbies, and doing a knife video takes a whole lot less time than doing a model video. I think anyone who builds models knows that because, well, you got to take the time to build the model. It's not like you just bought it and you can show it. You got to put it together. So, and it's been a while since I started on this one, but about a year ago, I was up to on this kit. This is where I was at a year ago. Step 2, I had most of the engine put together, or about half the engine put together. In the last week, I've gone through step 3, step 4, steps 5, 6, and 7, and I'm ready to start on step 8. And I guess this is something for all those guys out there and gals. I know there are some women who also build models. Advice on getting back into it. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to find the time to work on it. And if what you're trying to do is ease stress in your life, you have to just understand that this is supposed to be there to ease stress, not compound the stress in your life. So take your time and work on it when you want to, and don't create false deadlines for yourself, and also don't commit yourself to unrealistic expectations, because that's probably the biggest downfall for me when it comes to building the models. Is I'm trying to make them perfect, and really what I should be doing is trying to make them okay for me. For instance, if you look right here, if you look carefully, you can see there's a little black dot of paint there. Now I can take that off. Also, you can see here's some spider webbing that occurred, and that's mainly because I did not dust this kit after having it open for almost a year. So there's like a hair or something that got on the seat. But seriously, once this thing is built and you're looking through the glass on the inside, are you really going to be able to notice that? I guess some people will be able to, but is it the end of the world? And that's really what you got to look at, is if you're coming back into this and you're starting all over, you really are a newbie at building. Kits have changed so much over the years. The types of paint have changed over the years. Even paints that you used to use when you were younger, they seem to be formulated differently. That's what I have noticed. So the way they coat doesn't work as well as when I had them as a kid. And it might be because when I had them as a kid, I just slapped them on much thicker than I do today. Who knows? But for me, it's kind of fun. I'm finally getting back into building something. I've been wanting to build this for almost 2 years now. I've had the kit for like 4 years. Really love Volkswagens. This is the second Volkswagen that I'm building. The last one I did was in the my Ghostbusters Volkswagen, which was off of the Revell kit. This is the Tamiya kit. To be honest, I believe the Revell kit, the 124 scale Revell kit, the one that can also be built as a German Polizei Volkswagen, the one I had was the one in the blue kit with the white walls. I believe that kit actually goes together better than this one does. But that's not saying much because this one is going together really smoothly so far. I had an issue with the shifter here, and that might be because I got paint in the hole down there. And then there was a few problems with fitting on the engine, but it was more not trusting the way the engine was going together, because when I added another part, then it's like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. So some of this is really, you got to trust the instructions on the Tamiya kit and don't think that something is going wrong. So now what I need to do is do some touch-up painting on the engine. I probably will take and scrape off that little black dot there, but that's more for me, so it won't annoy me later. Not going to worry about the spider webbing on there. Any case, just some thoughts. If you're coming back to building models, take your time, follow the instructions, especially if you haven't been building for a while, and just try and enjoy it as best you can. And don't expect perfect results. Think of it as this is the first kit you've ever built, as opposed to, I built hundreds of these in the past. Why is this so difficult? And it's because, well, you built 100 of them or more, probably thousands in the past. But after you've taken a break and everything, you've lost a little bit of that knowledge of what you did and how you did it. And also, kits have just changed so much in the last 40 or 50 years. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on how well this is going. I'm up to 8. I'm hoping to get this thing finished by Groundhog's Day. That's my goal. Groundhog's Day, get this built. But if I don't make it by Groundhog's Day, I'm not going to sweat over it, because this is supposed to be fun. So I'm not going to try and set deadlines or unrealistic deadlines or worry about doing anything like that. I'm just going to try and stay motivated and build.